Like 20.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
We go tonight. Like 20. Now you
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard.
4 down. Tonight. 180.
He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Super.
On 4th down, Goff. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
A run, and here comes Judkins.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Sanders. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Rolling right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Cleveland.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a man in motion left. Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Out to his right. A ball deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Sanders. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll motion the slot man right. On 3rd down, Sanders. He's into space past the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Browns will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Right, Delpit up to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Goff in the pistol. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line.
Come on.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they will finally run him down. It is a big play for the Browns. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
70, 70.
Now whistles here, and a penalty because somebody moved early up front.
Cap 60. Ready? 70, Timberwolf. Panther 11.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. To throw is Sanders. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Bronco 80.
Here's Judkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Third and long.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Working free downfield. It is Williams. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
At the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Tonight. Like 20. What's that?
Goff to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That's good.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
On first down, they'll run the option to the left. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Hold on. Go. Hey, 20.
Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
The Lions all their first time out. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Hey, 2 kill.
And the Lions first down.
Really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
What? We go. 76. 76. What's that?
On 2nd down, Goff. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take this one in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Browns 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, trap 50. Trap 50. 70, Mustang 19, 18, 5, go.
Now Shador on first down. On the move left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues.
Ready up. Go. Ready.
Here's Sanders to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It is 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Now it's Sanders. Moving to his right. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Catch. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. On the run to the right. He's going to look downfield once again.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Ready? Liking 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down and barring some crazy...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to work at all. A fake punt failure. And it's a turnover on down.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a 4th down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, am I better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field?
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass works to perfection. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards.
Let's go now. 65.
Sanders will throw it. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go. 19.
Now, Sanders. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now, Shador. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves.
4th down. Here's Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
Come on.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Harold Fanning. Touchdown, Browns. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Second and 10.
Hot. 180. What's that?
Back to the air, it's Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
180. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. And he's going to have a Lions first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First down.
I love this call on fourth down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
This throw, left side, Fortune Small, he's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
120. Turbo.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 7.
Here's third and 7.
180.
To throw is Goff. On the move, past the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
At the 31-yard line.
180. 4 now. Under crush. Hey, 76. 76.
Now, Goff. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Cut. 120.
Here's Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Hold on. Check. Hard ball. Cut.
On first down, it's Goff. under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Carson Schlesinger having success early in his career. His second sack in these first few weeks of the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long.
180!
Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Shador. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
On the 6. Liking it.
Looking to run, and that's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Let's go now. Crack all 80.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
1st down.
19.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. A Big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Tonight.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Super one.
Goff in the pistol. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. To throw is Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Down at the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
180.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. A handoff to Pacheco. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the
Out
play.
comes Jake Bates to
4th
try a
down.
field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, crash. Crash all 80.
Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
70, 70, 60, 60. 60 broadcast, 6, Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 18 Bravo.
Back to the air once more on second down. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards.
Cougar 19,
First
Mustang
down,
19.
Cleveland.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
Ready?
Again, it's Sanders. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The drive for 2 does not work. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
39-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
7-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He's got it! And this is going to be a touchdown! Hold everything. They are not done yet. The kicking team up for the extra point. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Project, listen, this is what you want.
180! What's that?
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.